Hello everyone, how you doing? Now you guys know I'm all about physical Switch releases. I talk about them every week, and I'm probably responsible for you guys spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on physical Switch games. And I probably contributed to a couple of divorces at least. Don't worry, games before marriage. I've not done this before, but for this video I want to tell you my hopes and dreams for Switch physical releases in 2023. I've chosen 10 releases that I want to happen. None of this is real. I've not heard any rumors apart from the voice inside my head, which I tried to ignore because he likes knives. This is just my fantasy of Switch physical goodness, okay? Why am I making this video? Because I want to. And please, no judgment, I am a guy who likes weird things, and I'm trying not to choose anything too obvious. I mean, of course, I would like a Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD double pack, of course I would, but I don't want to echo everybody else's thoughts. I want to contribute something a little unique in this video, at least mostly. Some of these games are already on the Switch digitally, some of them are already physically, but not in English, and some of them are not even on the Switch at all, so there's a real mixed bag in this video. I try to make it as varied as possible, and if you like this video, then please let me know. Maybe I can make another video, a sequel, a part 2, part 3. I could talk about this all day until the cows come home, and cows take pissing forever. They're lazy. Before we get into my physical wants for 2023, I would like to thank this video's sponsor, One Print Games. One Print Games are a great publisher of your favorite indie games in limited, collectible, physical editions. We've worked with them many times before and always been impressed with their products. Physical Switch collectors will definitely want to head over to oneprintgames.com to check out their releases. From classics such as It'll Do to Paradise Killer from their back catalogue to the very recent announcement of their next triple pack releasing next year. The Zen-like narrative exploration game In Other Waters, the bright colourful shooter / breakout hybrid Skyrocket, and the massively popular platform fighter Slap City. 3 unmissable games for your Nintendo Switch collection, available to pre-order in a triple pack right now to save yourself a bit of dosh. They are limited editions as well, so you'll be getting some extra goodies alongside them. In Other Waters, for example, comes with an acrylic keychain, booklets, logo sticker, and authenticity card. If you enjoy SwitchWatch and you want to support us, then check out oneprintgames.com and have a look at what they've got to offer. Maybe pre-order today. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and that bell button. It will be the best thing you do today, unless you subscribe to my new channel, A Bit More Jordan, for a lot more me. Long-ass video game retrospectives. Firstly, Fishing Paradiso is a relaxing fishing adventure game. You've died, but before you can find true heaven, you need to go on a fishing adventure, because of course. This is a super chill game that actually has a story that's better and deeper than it has any right to be, especially in a fishing game of all things. So many weird and wonderful fish to catch, fun environments, and it's just a good time that I would love to see physically on the Switch. It's already on there digitally, so come on, make it physical. Somebody out there has to snap this up. It would be a perfect summer release. I like Mahjong. Real Mahjong, not moron Mahjong, the tile matching thing. I mean proper, hardcore gambling Mahjong. The kind of Mahjong where on Chinese New Year I lose at least $3 to my mother-in-law. She kicks my ass. The Switch needs more proper Mahjong. There is a couple, but there's something they don't really have. Strip Mahjong. Yeah, the West is rubbish. Why don't we have strip Mahjong? Japan does. There is a strip Mahjong game in Japan. In fact, it's 7 arcade strip Mahjong games in one, and I frigging need this in English. It's a Japanese physical already, but someone out there, please translate this to English. It's called Super Real Mahjong Love 2 to 7. Play Asia, come on, it has to be done. At least like 4 weird people like myself will buy it, right? I've always been looking for an excuse to delve into the Star Ocean universe, and what a better way to do so than a physical Switch game of the only title on the system. Come on Southeast Asia, don't let me down with this one. This is a remake of the first game in the series, and it looks utterly gorgeous. I love the sprite work here, and I love a good sci-fi story. This should be completely up my alley. I'm surprised it hasn't materialized as of yet. I mean, we've got most of the Final Fantasies, dungeon encounters, romancing sagas. Come on Square, you can spare a 4GB cartridge to pack this up and sell it to us thirsty JRPG hounds. It has to happen. Lianhai Casino is a game that's not actually on the Switch, but I've been playing it on my Mac, and it's a Chinese visual novel slash casino game, and it's pretty great. It has an incredibly nostalgic art style and wonderful character design. I haven't got very far in it as of yet, as my Chinese is only so-so, but it's funny, charming, and has an interesting mystery story as you're trapped on an illegal gambling ship to rescue your friend. It's really great, and I would love to see this on the Switch, and of course, I would love to have it in English. As you may know, I want to be a game publisher, and I would definitely give this the justice it deserves if I had enough capital. Yeah, it's going to be quite expensive to port it to the Switch, translate it to English. I can't do that. So yeah, I hope somebody else out there who does have enough money right now can do it next year, in 2023. I would love to see this on the Switch. It's a really nice game. Banner of the Maid is one I've been banging on about for years now. I really thoroughly enjoyed this game when I reviewed it an age ago. It's a tactical RPG set during the French Revolution, made by a Chinese company. Yeah, you can't get more random than that, but it just works. I know some hate the Chinese voice acting, as though American would be more realistic. I don't know. Great visuals, really nice production and design. It's got a lot of charming characters. Who doesn't love a buxom Marie Antoinette? I was so close to getting two companies to work together to make this happen physically, but they couldn't come to an agreement. If my publishing company gets off the ground and has enough money to do a physical release, this will be top of my list, but hopefully another company does it quicker next year. Except you, Limited Run. Don't do it, Limited Run! Tsukihime is a shout out to all the visual novel fans out there, including myself. This is the big daddy everyone is praying for an English release. We've seen that Type Moon are open to the idea, considering they're releasing Witch on the Holy Night around this time in English, their first ever game to be in English. But this is their greatest masterpiece, and we hope it will get an English release in 2023. Touhou Shoujo, Tale of Beautiful Memories, is a game that's already out digitally on the Switch, but I would love to see a physical release. This is a fan-made game in the Touhou series, a doujin of sorts, but it looks right up my alley. A retro-style isometric RPG with platforming elements. I almost bought this digitally, but I thought maybe one day it's something PlayAsia would publish. I'm not going to kid myself into thinking this is going to be a great game, but it's definitely a game I want to play. Something cute, unique, slightly retro, that's my kind of game. Recettear! Anyone remember that? Yeah, this is a really old game, but it's still a classic that I've never had the chance to play before. That's why I would love it to be on the Nintendo Switch. Physically, of course. This is a game that kind of inspired Moonlighter, whereby you switch between dungeon crawling and owning a shop. With that Asian anime theme, this will probably do much more for me than Moonlighter, even though that's a good game in its own right. I just like my retro feeling. I mean, it looks like a PS2 game. It was made during that era, but on the PC, but that's why it's going to be better, because I love my retro games like this. Portal Collection is perhaps one of the most obvious choices, even though I try to avoid choosing obvious stuff, but hey, I really want to play Portal again. I really want to feel smart again. I want to reminisce about co-oping Portal 2 with my first girlfriend before she broke my heart and dumped me for another guy who was much taller and handsome. I'm not bitter. But yeah, two of the best games ever made. That instantly means they deserve to be put on a cartridge. These games almost revolutionized gaming, especially puzzle games and environmental storytelling. Just incredible writing, incredible design. I haven't played them since they came out, but I would love to give them another go. I'm going to refrain from making a joke connecting that phrase to my first girlfriend. And finally, you know what I'd like to see take off? A Kairosoft Kollection set. Maybe the developer Kairosoft doesn't mean anything to you, but that's because you've not lived. The developers of the legendary game dev story amongst literally countless other games. Charming, cheerful, yet simple, addictive simulators. I seriously can't count how many there are. Oh, there's 43, I just counted. Imagine if you started a volume series, each release having 4 on one cartridge, because that's what the Switch can do. It can do 4 separate games on one cartridge. That would be awesome. I would buy the lot of them. There's so much variety in terms of themes. You can make each and every volume really interesting. With currently 43 games, that's almost 11 volumes worth. My wallet is already crying, but damn, it would be fantastic. Anime Studio, Wild Park Manager, Sushi Spinnery, Hot Spring Story. They have so many different ones. I think it would be ingenious to stick them on cartridges. Alright, that's 10 releases. Well, 50 if you count all the Kairosoft games together, but whatever. Did you enjoy my fantasy? Would you like to see something like this again as I spout my nonsense from my brain? If you had to choose one of these 10 ideas, which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the mountain of other videos we plan on having. We've got a lot of stuff out now, we've got a lot of stuff coming over the festive period. I hope to see you there. Take care.